Hello guys, welcome to week 5. Today we have something a little bit different for you. It's going to be dance week. The idea of this week is that we can show you that you can do exercise that's not in a typical form that you might think of. Okay, so nice and simply, to get started, we're going to start with our step and tap. So all we're going to be doing is stepping our foot wide, tapping the other foot, stepping and tapping. It's nice, it's simple, and we're just going to get into a good rhythm. So just listening to the music, joining in and getting into the flow of things. So when you're ready. Great work guys. We're now going to come into our forward, forward, back, back. This is exactly as it sounds. All we're doing is stepping forward with one foot, forward with another, and then back, back. Nice and easy. Again, we're just trying to get into the rhythm. You're just going to be moving without even thinking about it. So you're doing exercise without even thinking. So forward, forward, back, back. When we're ready, let's go. Okay, now we're going to come onto something a little bit different. We're going to get those arms involved. So we're going to step to one side and we're going to punch in the other direction. But you're using the same side of the body for the foot and the arm. So we're stepping, punching, bringing it back and step and punch. So it becomes a nice easy movement. 1, 2, 1 and 2. Again, just find your flow. Try it a few times. If you still struggle, that's absolutely fine. The whole point of this is just to have a little bit of fun. Our next exercise, we're going to be traveling to the side. So we're going to go side, side, knee, side, side, knee. So remember, we want to squeeze into the core because although we're not thinking about exercising, we are still working some muscles. So we've got 2 steps to the side and then we drive that knee up and 2 steps back to the other side and drive the knee up. Arms can do whatever you like, just enjoy the music. Our next exercise is going back to something a little bit simple. All we're going to be doing is our step tap again. So step, tap, step, tap. If you want to make it a bit more exciting, you can add a punch, you can add a reach, whatever it is you fancy doing. So when we're ready, let's get moving. exercise is what happens when we hear a break in the song, where the rhythm stops and allows us to breathe for a little bit. So we're going to take a nice wide stance, so wider than hip width apart. Toes are pointing out to the sides. We are going to plie down, so we're bending our knees, sending our hips back, opening up, reaching up to the ceiling, and then coming all the way back down. So we're going to take a big breath in as we come up, and a big breath out as we go down. So when we're ready, breathing in, breathe out. Our next one is so much fun. We are just pretending to be Beyonce. Elbows are going to be up, get your feet in a comfortable position, and all we're going to be doing is having a little bit of a boogie. So when you're ready, play that music, turn it up high, and let's go. Our next exercise is simply to get a bit of mobility through the hips. We're just going to be coming into a hip wiggle. So hands can come onto hips, and we're just going to go from side, pushing that hip out, to the other side, pushing the hip out to the other side. So all we're doing is shifting weight from one side to the other. If you fancy, you can come into some hip circles, rotations one way, and then rotations the other. We just want to get some movement going through the hips. So when you're ready, let's go. Our next exercise, we're using our arms again. So all we're going to be doing is waving our arms up. 1, 2, 3, and then the other way. 1, 2, 3. Notice I'm still using my torso, my hips are staying still. So I'm pushing to the side of my arms. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So I'm pushing away from my arms. So when we're ready, let's go. Next, we have got our single arm punch-ups. So all we're going to be doing is stepping, and as we tap our toe on the floor, we're going to punch the same arm up into the sky. So tap and punch, tap and punch. If you want to get a little bend in the knees to help give you a boost up, you can, or if you prefer just punching, punching, whatever works for you. Remember, we're just getting moving, and we want to show you something a bit more fun. So when you're ready, let's go. our next exercise, we're going to work into that inner thigh area. So I want you to take a nice wide stance like we did before when we were coming into those pliés. Toes are pointing slightly outwards, and all we're going to be doing is taking it slow. So we're going to lean to one side, stretching down the inside of the leg. And then we're going to transfer the weight over to the other side, stretching into that side of the leg. So all we're doing is going from one side to the other. This one isn't about tempo, this isn't about sticking to the beat. It's about working into those inner thigh muscles, stretching them out, and also just having a bit of a break from all of that dance. So when we're ready, let's go. Okay, next exercise requires a little bit of coordination. What we're going to be doing is twisting elbow to knee. So we're going to go like this and step down. Elbow comes to the other side and step down. If you're struggling to do this, you can just do the upper body movement, or you can just do the lower body movement, whatever works for you. If you try one of those, maybe the next time you try this session, you can try the harder version. So when we're ready, we're just going to go knee, down, knee, down, knee, and knee. Are we ready? Let's go. Okay, our final exercise for our session today is going to be reaching all the way down. So we're sending the hips back as we reach down, and then we're going to row the arms up all the way to the sky, and then we're going to come down again and reaching up. Now you have two different options here. As you reach down, you have the option to keep your legs straight if you're struggling to reach down, if you're not that flexible, and then come up. If we do that, we're going to then come up onto our tiptoes. So straight legs, reach up onto tiptoes. Or if you can reach the floor, you're going to come all the way down into a squat and then come all the way up, not onto the toes. So option one, straight legs, calf raise. Option two, squat down, reach up. So whatever feels best for you, give that a go. Let's get started. So we really hope you enjoyed this week's dance along, and we look forward to seeing you next week.